village of Griffith is in a remote part of the Ottawa Valley. It's always been a bit isolated, and maybe that's why things haven't changed much over the years. But some old institutions are worth preserving, and for this community, Holy Rosary School is one of them. The building may not be very old, but this is one of the last one-room schools left in Ontario.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mrs. Kennery.
I'm glad
Marie
everybody's here
Kennery
today.
has taught
First
here
day
for the
everyone has
last
been well
20
for how long?
years. She taught in larger schools before that, but Marie feels her one-room school has a lot of advantages.
I don't have anyone else, sort of telling me what to do. I'm pretty well my own boss. We don't have a lot of phone calls. We don't have a lot of people coming to the door, a lot of interruptions. So the day is pretty well mine. We're not bound by the bell. If we have a good lesson going, we finish it, maybe have a recess a little bit later. Now, do you have 10 dimes?
Yes.
Okay.
There are only 13 children in this classroom. They range from grades 1 through 8. Everyone lives nearby, including Marie. As a neighbor, Marie gets to know many of her pupils and their families long before the first day of school.
I think of them as friends as well as pupils. And I know them even before they come to me. I know them from the time they're babies, most of the children. Did Derek work on his words last night?
Yes.
And his sounds?
Yes.
Did he go over them on the chart, or did you have
It helps to have brothers and sisters in the same classroom. That way, the older ones can give the younger ones a hand with their homework. Marie says that spirit of family cooperation extends to all the children.
They're ready to do more for themselves than they would be in a bigger school. They're more willing to offer help to each other. Even the grade 8 boy will help the little girl in grade 1, and that isn't a problem. And I just don't think that happens in the bigger schools.
Parents like Mervyn Varon know their children are learning special skills.
The teacher in a one-room school has to depend on the children helping themselves, sort of thing, and they seem that really helps them along. I noticed in both my children, they really, help one another. Plus the fact that, they can go ahead and do things on their own without, because they're expected all through their school system, it seems to affect them in their life too.
What else did they use their blanket
I know.
for?
I know. A raft.
A raft. I don't think it would make a very good raft.
In a classroom like this, one child can be learning how to read, and close by, someone else is learning the fine art of English composition. Teaching 8 grades at the same time can be a challenge. There are always kids with questions.
It's frustrating because I know there's somebody always waiting for me, but I guess it doesn't bother me because I'm used to it. They're good to wait for me or to get busy at something else until I have free time.
Some subjects are taught separately. Others, like grammar, are taught in a group.
If I said it snowed buckets, that would be the object. But it snowed heavily answers the question, how?
There are advantages here, too.
But if I think they're not really ready for the next grade, I know that next year I'll be with them, and I know what they maybe didn't get in the year before, and we can catch up.
Marie follows the Ministry of Education curriculum, so even though this school is an old institution, you still get a modern education.
Which do you think is faster, Lisa? Writing the words this way, or if you wrote them with your pencil?
Writing the words this way.
Do you think so?
We have been given everything we need that would be in a modern, larger school: computer, copier, VCR, television, whatever. We seem to have the same equipment as the big schools. And so I don't think they're missing out on a lot.
But these kids get more than a good, up-to-date textbook education. In the old one-room environment like this, kids learn skills a regular school rarely has the opportunity to teach. like making lunch for your younger brother.
He takes mustard.
That's Jody's, Chris.
The environment of a one-room school leaves a lasting impression on children. For former students Kelly and Kim Ball, it's like having a second family.
You're more together with everybody and you can get along with a lot of people, whereas if you're in a bigger school, you probably have a lot of big meanies pushing you around, and here it's just like a big family and you don't have that.
Teaching grades 1 through 8 every day means a lot of extra work. But for Marie, her one-room school has meant many rewards over the last 20 years. The best ones come when she gets letters from children who've long since graduated.
I have become very good friends with all those kids, and I will continue to be their friend, I'm sure. And so I think, you know, it's been a great benefit for me to become that close to so many of those kids and to spend so much time with them and to see them turning out well and being successful later on in life. I think I will continue to have, you know, good thoughts about that for a long time.